Time now 8:47, and David, we are looking at potentially a round of storms over the next few days. How can people get prepared?
Yeah, you're going to want to pay attention to weather conditions here over the next 3 days, really, because although we're quiet out there now, and I think most of the day is going to be quiet, we do have another risk for severe storms that's going to return here as we head into the afternoon and evening hours. You can see most of central and southern Iowa in this slight risk for severe weather, most of this south of Highway 20 here later today. So while we're quiet now, I do think we'll see those storms redeveloping, and they will bring a threat for some large hail and damaging winds, and can't rule out a tornado here later today, although I think that threat is relatively low. We're going to see storms initially across southern Iowa, and then another line that moves in late tonight out of the west, but that'll be weakening as it moves into central Iowa. So for the time being, we have sunshine out there. It's going to warm up quickly, near 80 degrees by noon. So it's going to be another warm, another humid day out there. And then after 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll see those storms beginning to develop near or south of I-80, and likely seeing some strong storms out there as we head into the evening hours. But today, not the only day that we're watching that threat for severe weather. I think most of tomorrow is actually looking okay, but tomorrow night could have more storms out there. And then Monday likely carries the highest severe weather risk out of the 3 days here. But today anyway, quiet right now, but watch what happens as we head into the afternoon hours. We heat back up, temperatures into the 80s. We get that humidity fuel for storms in place, and then those storms start to crop up here after 5 o'clock. And it really looks like forecast data honing in here on southern Iowa. So areas near and south of I-80 doesn't exclude the metro, but we'll be watching this. Perhaps we can miss out on these storms. That would be some good news. But notice these crop up and they become pretty intense there, especially near and south of Highway 34. So those could produce some large hail. Then it becomes more of a heavy rain threat as these storms kind of linger into the early overnight. And then we'll have to watch late tonight for a second round of storms that comes in after midnight. These are likely weakening as they move into central Iowa, but could bring some gusty winds and more heavy rainfall into early tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow we'll watch for storms late tomorrow night. Monday, though, look at this. That has the highest severe weather risk out of the 3 days, an enhanced risk here for much of central and southern Iowa. That's why Monday is a weather alert day. We're really looking at all types of severe weather, large hail, damaging winds, and even tornado risks with those storms on Monday. So got to pay attention to that forecast here over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, here's how things look. We got a slight risk here across most of Iowa, but looking to the west, that's where the risk is going to be highest. Storms develop initially out in Nebraska. Could have some tornadoes out there, but as those storms push into Iowa, they diminish a little bit, but could still have some high winds and maybe some hail as those storms push our way. So here's how tomorrow plays out. Maybe some showers lingering in the morning, then we'll get some sunshine, temperatures climbing back into the 80s once again tomorrow afternoon. But notice the storms developing way out to the west tomorrow evening. That's where they're likely to be strongest. And then as they roll into central Iowa, they lose a little steam. Maybe still some wind gusts here as they move in, but really losing that punch here as they head our way. So it may luck out just a little bit with those storms tomorrow night. However, as we head into Monday, that's going to be a different story. Have some rain in the morning, but the sunshine returns for the afternoon. That primes the atmosphere for more strong to severe storms Monday evening. You can see perhaps a couple of waves of strong storms coming in from western Iowa. And yeah, those will carry the risk for hail, high winds, maybe even tornadoes, along with that heavy rainfall potential. So by the time all of this wraps up Monday night, we could be talking about another 2 to 4 inches of rainfall here across the area. So that's some substantial rainfall, and you put that on top of what we had last night. Could have some localized flooding, especially in urban areas where, the streets can be overwhelmed by some of that heavy rainfall. So we'll be watching that on top of the severe weather risk. Thankfully, after Monday, things quiet down. Tuesday, Wednesday, we drop back into the 60s, some cooler air there for a few days, and a little time to dry out.